Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, doctor suspended after woman's death, but her family is disappointed. The family of a former nurse at the Percy Junior Hospital who died in a doctor's private office has expressed disappointment following the ruling that was handed down by the Medical Council of Jamaica last month. Maloney Gray Cohen died in the care of Dr. Mohammed Khan. He was found guilty of acts of negligence and suspended for a year as a result of Miss Gray Cohen's death at his private practice in February 2022. Speaking with the news, sister of the deceased, Diane Gray, said the family acknowledged the outcome even though it was not officially shared with them.
Whilst we acknowledge the decision by the Medical Council to suspend the responsible doctor, we are profoundly disappointed that the outcome was not shared with the family and, of course, our legal team. In my mind, the 1-year suspension feels more like a slap on the wrist when compared to the irreplaceable loss that we have suffered. However, we recognize that the panel of the Medical Council has made the decision with rational consideration, and for that, we are grateful. And we really hope that this case highlights the importance of transparency and accountability in the medical profession to prevent, of course, future tragedies and to ensure no other family has to endure the pain that we have experienced. The body was being held at the funeral home with whom the government has a contract. And so on day 5, we were given a letter indicating that they were no longer interested in the body and that they were releasing the body to the family. Interestingly, when I ordered the private postmortem, a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force showed up. He was the one who handed me the burial order. It then begs the question, if the police was no longer interested, why did the police show up? Why were they interested in the private autopsy?
Trial of policemen accused of soliciting bribe stalled. The trial of 2 St. Catherine-based policemen who are charged for allegedly soliciting money from a motorist on Monday failed to begin in the parish court due to an outstanding document in the case. Before the court are Constables Romaine Booth and Marlon Hamilton of the St. Catherine South Police Division. Their bails were further extended by Parish Court Judge Keon Lamy. Attorney-at-law John Jacobs told the court that his clients are desirous to have the matter disposed of and to get on with their lives. It is alleged that on August 13 last year, the policemen were on traffic duties along the Mandela Highway in St. Catherine when they stopped a motorist who was towing another vehicle. They allegedly solicited $3,000 from the driver to avoid a prosecution. The matter was reported to the police's inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau. Following a probe, the men were later arrested and charged. Court is still awaiting psych report for mom accused of killing infant. A long-awaited psychiatric evaluation for St. James, a woman accused of fatally throwing her 5-month-old daughter off a 3-story roof in December 2023, is expected to be ready in a month. The accused, Shamoya Green, made her most recent court appearance on May 16 when she was remanded until her next court date, June 26. The court ordered that the psychiatric evaluation should be done by then. Green is charged with murder in relation to the death of her infant daughter, Destiny Brown. Allegations are that on December 6, 2023, about 5:35 p.m., Green was at home with her common-law husband and other family members in Barrett Hall, St. James, when she tried to have a conversation with a man about their relationship. However, he reportedly put off the talks until later that evening. Green reportedly became enraged and left the room, taking baby Destiny with her. She allegedly took the child to the roof of the 3rd floor of the family's house and threw her on the concrete pit in the yard. The police were alerted and Destiny was taken to the hospital where she died. However, the accused woman has exhibited mental issues on more than one occasion since she first appeared in court on March 6. She also had an epileptic episode on that date. During that first court appearance, presiding parish judge Keisha Grant Price ordered a psychiatric report for the accused. The court heard that Green was a regular psychiatric ward patient at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James who had been discharged and was on medication. In an April 3 court appearance, Judge Natisha Fairclough Hilton voiced displeasure that Green had not undergone any psychiatric evaluation since her detention in December. Fairclough Hilton expressed a concern that Green had previously exhibited suicidal tendencies, including allegedly trying to kill herself on the day of Destiny's death. That a concern was voiced after the court was advised that a date for Green's psychiatric assessment had not been set. Professor urges a constitutional fix amid a dual citizenship cascas. Holness draws a flag for joining hubbub. Describing the furore over opposition leader Mark Golding's British citizenship as a cascas, University of the West Indies professor Dr. Christopher Charles says he is alarmed Prime Minister Andrew Holness has joined the talk even though there is no constitutional breach. Charles, who spoke with the news on Sunday, said that the issue of dual citizenship has been debated for many years, especially since 2008, but has yet to be settled by Jamaica's leaders. He questioned why the constitution has not been amended to deal with the matter after more than a decade and why Jamaicans have not pressured legislatures to do so. We need to decide as a country what we want, but I am not going to criticize any politician, whether in the PNP or JLP, who have a Jamaican citizenship and a citizenship in another Commonwealth country, because they are constitutionally protected, the professor of political and social psychology said. If we change that and change it to say you should only have Jamaican citizenship to be eligible to run for political office, then we expect all of them to comply, and they have to comply. Until then, I am not into the cascas and unnecessary talk, and I am alarmed that the Prime Minister could be making statements about the leader of the opposition when he is operating within his constitutional rights to have British and Jamaican citizenship, said Charles. A week ago, Holness labeled as untenable and incurable the idea that the country's leader should hold the citizenship of any other country. The governing JLP has sustained its criticism of Golding, who has urged that he is not in breach of the Constitution and has lobbied for dual citizenship across the board to be included in the body of law amid the current reform process. But Charles is adamant that if there are concerns over dual citizenship, change it. He said if there are to be valid criticisms, the rules of the Constitution must change. How is it that you have people who say they are informed and are calling on people to either resign or renounce citizenship when those citizenship rights are constitutionally protected? Does that make sense? Charles questioned. Still, in a relentless salvo, Clarendon South-Eastern Member of Parliament, Colonel Charles Jr., is insisting that Golding explain a series of misleading statements about his citizenship. Charles Jr. said Golding, who is the president of the PNP, should also indicate why it took him so long to publicly confirm his British citizenship, arguing that his status does not reflect a full commitment to Jamaica. For an aspirant head of the government in Jamaica to now be embroiled in this fiasco that has led to questions about his commitment to Jamaica is a major problem, Charles Jr. said. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.